And hello. Today we have another play of The Lone Gun, Chapter 9. And how's everybody doing today? I'm Wakasm. It's been a little bit since I've continued on my lone gun adventure. I am still weirdly sick, which is why I've been recording a little bit slower lately. If you watched my last video, I talked about it a little bit. I am starting to see a specialist. No one has any clue what's going on with me, but what I do know is my symptoms are I cannot stop coughing and I get hives that itch all the time. I don't really understand how they're related, but if you are a doctor and you're watching, feel free to let me know. But what happens is when I talk for long periods of time, I start coughing. I try really hard not to, but I've decided I will just push through it and cough. And if I can avoid coughing into the microphone, I will do so. Right now, I don't have any of the other symptoms, like my throat is not killing me this time. So that's good. That finally went away after like 10 days. But yep, that's what's going on with me. That's why I haven't really recorded anything for the past week or so. But I need to get back on it because I would like to get to 300 subscribers this month. We're getting pretty close. I'm at like 280. So try to get to 300, then 500, then 1,000, then 1,000,000. I don't know. Probably not 1,000,000. I'll be ecstatic if I ever even get to 1,000. So anyway, if you have not been following, this is Fliptown, which is a roll and write game. This is a series, so we are in game 9, I think, maybe even game 10. It's chapter 9, but I think I lost one and had to replay it earlier. I don't remember if I recorded it. I've been playing it over a year, so if you want to see how things have progressed to now, go watch that stuff. Otherwise, feel free to watch this and comment below if you like these sessions of Fliptown. One thing different that I'm doing for these last 4 sessions is I will be giving away a print and play version of Fliptown for you to play if you win the giveaway. And I'm simply going to be doing it by doing the following. At the end of the game, I am going to write a word somewhere on this page. Maybe I'll do it in the middle of the game. Maybe I'll do it at the end. I don't know. And all you have to do is comment below that word, and then I will run it through a comment raffle thing at the beginning of my next play and give it away. I don't have an exact time frame or dates, so you have as long as it takes for me to record the next session. But since I am getting close to the end of this, I'm probably going to record these more frequently. So I hope to get it all done the end of a month, maybe 2 months. So just stay tuned, watch to the end, or fast forward to the end if you don't really want to watch the whole thing, and I will write it out somewhere, something like this. Like maybe I'll write #Apple. This is not the real word, but I'll write it in. I'll probably make it clear, but that's what I'm going to do. All right, so don't use #Apple. If you just fast forward and saw that, you're being tricked. It's not going to be #Apple. It's probably going to be something just more relevant to the game itself. Anyway, I'm hoping my audio is okay. I'm seeing it spike red. I've been having an issue where my audio turns static. I don't know. It's just on this computer. I don't know why. So I'm going to check that real quick, and then we'll move on with the play. So, all right, seems good. Anyway, chapter 9. We are going to first recap what we did last time. There we go. It's been a while. So we are in chapter 9, so we need to get at least 70 points. At least 70 points to get 1 legendary point, and then we need to get 85 points to get 2 legendary points. Last time we played, it's kind of hard to see. We should have made this bigger, but retrospect. But yeah, we got 71 points. last time, and the item that we had was a fistful of cash, and we actually had to use it. It was a one-time use item. So far we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 legendary points out of a possible, what, I'm assuming, that doesn't seem right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, 13 out of a possible 16, because we played 8. We're on chapter 9. Have I been saying chapter 9? I hope I've been saying chapter 9. So I don't know. Don't know if we're gonna get the best ending here, but we're gonna try and push forward, and hopefully we do just that. All right, so let's get going. Story.
Chapter 9, Into the Badlands. The arsonist has been caught. As the dust settles on the capture of the anarchist, a member of the notorious Red Sash Gang, the sheriff tips his hat to the grateful townsfolk. It's been a trying time for our humble town, he announces to the adoring crowd. But if there's one thing I've learned about our fair citizens, it's that we're a rugged bunch who rise from the ashes stronger than before. The homesteaders hoot and holler in agreement, eager to rebuild the town. Now, I've got to escort this prisoner to the next town over, and we'll be gone a day or two, he continues. But I have full faith y'all will be on your best behavior. As he speaks, his menacing gaze fixes squarely upon you. You cast a friendly smile, but your veneer of innocence hides a much darker plot. The truth is, with the sheriff out of the picture, there's never been a better opportunity to flout the law. Word is the Red Sash Gang has been cleaning up in the Badlands, and you aim to get a piece of the action, too. You waste no time procuring a new gun from the local gunsmith before saddling up and heading out, all too happy to be out from under the sheriff's thumb, if only for a short while.
Oh, I feel like we are going to be going to the Badlands. I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't looked ahead to see what the special rules are for this game, but I guess let's go figure that out now. Also, my coughing is driving my wife nuts. Every time we try to sit and watch a TV show or something, I cough. She hates it. So if you hate it too, I apologize. All right, we do start the stranger as the stranger on our white side ability. So we do get the special ability once per game. You may take a bonus action of your choice. That's because we only got one legendary point last time. So this refreshes. When you get 2, you end up with the bad side, but we're good. And then before you begin, gain your starting resources. I can choose a gun or a gun. So let's see what the gun does. Widowmaker, once per game, double your cash gained in the Badlands. If you buy a gun at the gunsmith, you gain that gun's modifier as normal. Okay, not sure why that second line is there, but sure. Or we have Justice. Once per game, ignore all wanted in the Badlands. Wait, once per game, ignore all wanted in the Badlands. If you buy a gun at the gunsmith, you gain its gun modifiers as normal. Ignoring 4 wanted seems good, but there's lots of ways to deal with wanted normally. But doubling up on your earnings seems cooler. And you get to use this after. So we're going to go with Widowmaker. It sounds cooler. I don't know. It's probably a mistake, honestly. Probably dealing with the wanted level is probably the smarter play. I think just as a reminder, I have the wheelbarrow. I have the dynamite. I have the lasso. I have the lucky bullet. And then I have Bucky too, which also gets us money. So we have a lot of ways to get money right now, actually. Once per game, gain 2 for every trail site you skip on a turn. If you buy a horse at the stables, you gain that horse's benefit. Okay, so this also has that line on it, which I did not realize. I don't know. I feel like I kind of wish this was, the other side was double your star, your victory points. I probably would like that better, but I don't know. I kind of already always deal with the wanted on some level, so yeah, I'm just gonna get the money with the gun, and that's it for now, I guess. Oh no, it's not it for now. We have to do the law of the land. All right, to attempt a robbery of the Badlands, your wanted level must be higher than the value of your target. Ouch. Okay. Aim of the game, circle at least 1 chicken, cow, stagecoach, and train to the Badlands. All right, so this one has a weird property to it in that there is an achievement, circle at least 1 of each chicken, cow, stagecoach, and train. So if I beat this chapter, I'm going to get an achievement just by proxy of how this game's going to work. So All right, well, let's get going. Let's see how we do. Every time I come back to this game, I feel like I'm going to do poorly, and then it usually works out, but yeah. And then before I get going, I do want to thank, I don't have my normal setup that does this automatically for me, so I have to do it manually, but I do want to thank those that are supporting me on Patreon. Special thanks, Sloth Bear, Kumaguro, you know who you are. I don't have the other cool, bigger visual right now, but if you want to support me there, you can do that. If I ever get to, I think it's 500 YouTube subscribers, you can support me on YouTube as well. Slowly getting there, slowly working on it. There's other YouTubers better than me, so I understand lack of support as well. The other thing that you can do is like and subscribe. That helps more than you think. All right, let's get started. So we are playing with the Hold'em rules. So we are going to do the following. First, we have to shuffle the deck, which we already did. We have to set a sheriff card. So we're going to drag one of these and put it down here. This is the sheriff card. This is where we put it. And then we're going to drag 2 cards over here. And something is going on with my mouse. What's happening here? There we go. All right. My mouse speed like jumped up. All right. So we have, this was real poker. I would probably fold this, but we don't have the opportunity to do that. All right, now we're gonna take our first 5 turns, and the way we do it is we are gonna pick 3 cards and see what we get. And none of this really, other than the spade or the diamond, is good for our poker hand. So what do we want to do? Well, we want to increase our wanted level a little bit because we have to, in order to have any kind of success in this game, we have to be able to go to the Badlands. And I currently can't get to the Badlands without any wanted level. So that's an issue. Also, we did forget that we have to give ourselves some starting resources. We start with 1, 4 money and 2 gold. So we could go over here. We have a 3 and a king. 3 gets rid of wanted, so that doesn't help us. And the king lets us, so everything's bad for the values that we have. We have gold, so we can increase or decrease some stuff. We can decrease this value to a 2 and use our 4 money immediately and try to gamble very early in this game, something we've never done before. Probably a horrible idea specifically for this mission, since we really need to go to the Badlands. Really, we want to get our pistol and rifle early. In order to do that, we need more money. So if we spend all our money doing this right now, it might not be the best thing for us. We could get our workhorse and get a hammer. That would not be horrible. And then we could go to the graveyard and get our money back, or try to play the long play. This will actually get us wanted level. So that actually might be worth doing so that we can at least start our Badlands process. The big problem is we're going to be almost guaranteed to get arrested because we basically have to get our wanted level high early, get our train done, and then like lower a wanted level or go for all 3 trains. So like by turn 5 or 6, we want to have our wanted level high, but I don't even know if we can get it that high without like going to the Badlands, because this increases it a lot. This one seems rough. So if we don't do that, we can go to the Badlands or we can go to the mines. Mines is pretty safe. We can go either side, and we can start getting our wanted level by going down the mines early. Don't get any money out of that though. I don't even know what to do. We're on the first turn and I'm on a brain lock. What does the wheelbarrow do again? I could substitute a reward you gain with any previously gained reward. Okay. That lets us blow through the side. This lets us gain something we skip. Okay, maybe this gets us something. Once per game in town when crossing on a bonus star. So let's see. I forgot that that's something that we can do. Is that helpful? We could gamble and then go to the mines and get a free mine action. Something I haven't been able to do this on the first turn in any game, but I would have to hit. So let's just see, what's the most amount of points? Let's say if every single turn I could get 5, 10, 15. So 35 victory points if I was to hit on every single round, and that's not going to happen. If I did half of the rounds, depending on where I get it. Let's just keep it on average, I guess. 2, 7, and get 14 victory points out of it. It's actually like pretty bad spot, but it's so fun to gamble. But I think we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna spend a gold. We just grab this and spend 3 of our money. I don't like it. I definitely don't like it. But I think going to the cemetery, getting some early wanted is worth it. Actually, we have to give ourselves. And then we are going to go to cemetery. I kind of want to like get another hammer. I like doing that, but I kind of think we need this instant money. We either get the 4 or we go this way to try to get this 8. I think we're going to go this way. I think we're going to gamble and get the 8. So we're going to grab this. Yeah, we're going to grab this. I think we're going to try to find a way to get back to the graveyard one more time. So, all right, we get 2 golds. We used 1 gold. We get a wanted. As you can tell, I'm very rusty in doing all this. And we got to circle this and cross it out. And we also get a victory point. It's important too. All right, not the greatest first turn at all. Also, that means we kept the king as our card because we use this for the town. We use this for the value. We increased it once by gold with gold. All right, perfect. So we are on the next round, and we have 1 wanted. See, if I would have gambled on red, look at that. I would have get 1 victory point under that. I feel like I should have done it, but I didn't. All right, I think we're gonna do the thing. By do the thing is, I think we're gonna take this queen. No, we gotta take the ace, and we're gonna go to with a 3, and we're gonna use the queen. And I think we're gonna do the following. I don't want to get this wanted. I can also get a wanted with this, so I think we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to the cemetery, and we're gonna get a victory point. And I kind of want to take this early, because this will be worth an additional 6 gold. And I can do that with the lasso, or I can hold on to the lasso and grab something more effective up here. So maybe we'll do that. So we're just gonna do this. Mark that off. Give ourselves the victory points. We're gonna give ourselves the wanted level now, and I think we're gonna do what we said. We're gonna get this 8 money, so that we are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are prepped for being able to purchase the gun when we get our perfect hand next time. And now we have 2 wanted, so we can actually go to the Badlands a lot now, and we can start increasing our wanted level by going to the Badlands, thus fulfilling the self-prophecy of being able to at least beat this game with the law of the land. How we're going to score points, I don't know. I guess we have to hope we get really successful cards when we go to the Badlands. All right, but yeah, so we got the town 6 and 8. 6 gets us a way to lose wanted. We don't want to do that. 8 gets us this, which we're not ready for. But I think we're going to increase the 8 to a 9, and we're going to go to the gunsmith. So I think as far as what card we're going to take, we got to drop the 6 over. So we're not doing really good. We have a pair of 6s actually, so that's not too bad. But yeah, our poker hand is suffering. But we're going to use this, turn the 8 into a 9. So we have to use a gold to do that. Because with gold, you can increase and decrease card values. And that's going to let us go here. And we're going to grab the pistol, which lets us get +2 to our values in the Badlands. Costs 3. So we got to go spend that money now. And then we also have a hard action to take. 1, 2, 3. Cross this out. And then we're going to go and see what we want to do with our money. Or not with our money, with our action. I'd could take a free Badlands action and then grab one of these. But I think I'm going to grab this. I don't usually ever take this, but we want to get our wanted level up fast so we can start decreasing it. And I'd rather pay the 10 early if we see the sheriff and then work on getting our wanted level down later. But we do need to get this before this is over, or we need to be really successful in the Badlands. So anyway, we're gonna get three victory points for that. 1, 2, 3. So we are already out of our -5 point deficit from playing Texas Hold'em, but really we have to just earn more points than 5 with the Hold'em variants to make that worthwhile. And then we do get a wanted level here. And then we're already 3 rounds in, so I'm feeling a little bit nervous about our situation. But I always do. I always feel nervous when I play this game. So now we're on round 4. All right, so we can go back to town. What does a 2 or 4 get us? 2 or 4 gets us things we don't really want or need. So we're probably not going to go back to town. What do our cards get us here? We're kind of not going to get a flush or a straight. We don't have a 6, so really nothing here. None of the cards matter. So basically, we are probably going to go to the trail again. We'll take the 10. Maybe we go to the mines and grab a pan. So we're starting to run. No, I think we're going to all in on the trail this game. Maybe that's a mistake. I don't know. But I do want to get this money because we might need it if we get stuck. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna use the lasso now. Might be too early of a lasso. Maybe the lasso would be better used up here, but I think we're gonna do the Badlands action and we're gonna lasso this. So let's give ourselves the 12 now before we forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This way we can afford the sheriff if we get really unlucky. I don't know how high we're going to get our stuff, our wanted. And then we get a Badlands action. So our current wanted level is a 3. So the highest chicken I can currently do is this one. So we're just going to do the 3 chicken. Would have been nice to do the 4, but then this will increase it to 4. And then we can work on spiking our wanted level with cows. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. And the way it works is, and I always say it wrong every single time, we're going to flip over a card, and if the robbery card is equal to or greater than a 3, we gain everything. And right now we get +2 because we have a gun. So if I draw an ace, it's going to really be a 3, and a 3 is equal to or greater than the target 3. So no matter what we draw here, we will get a success, but we do still have to draw a card because it removes it from the pool. We drew a 5. It was not a 6, so that's good for us. And a 5 is greater than or equal to the target. So we are going to get a wanted, 2 victory points, and 2 money all in one go. So 2 money, 2 victory points, and a wanted. So we are at 4 wanted. And right now we're at an interesting place where we might get lucky and the sheriff card might be low. You know, we won't know until until we flip the card. But we have to take that risk for this one. We gotta go all out. So, all right. So that was round 3 or 4. Why do I feel like this is 1, 2, 3? Did I give myself the card? 1, 2. Oh, okay, so we're only on round 3. I thought we were on round 4. No. 1, 2, 3. This is round 4. So why do I only have 3 cards? What didn't I give myself? What did I draw this round? Made a mistake, I think. Let's see. Round 1, round 2, round 3. Why do I only have 3 cards here? 1, 2, 3. Round 4. Hold on, I gotta pause things. All right, I figured it out. This 4 is supposed to be up here. So this was round 4. So sorry about that. I don't know. I guess the card was so bad that I was like, you know what? I don't need it, and I threw it down there. All right. So I think we did everything for that action, right? We got the extra Badlands going on, and yeah, we gave ourselves everything. All right, so we are done with this. We are in round 5. We have 4 wanted. We're kind of hoping for a 6 or a pair of something. Not a pair, not a pair, not a pair. All right, so got a pretty bad poker hand for this first round, which I was kind of hoping the poker hands were going to carry us this game. But we do have a bunch of Badlands numbers here that we can do. Or we can take this as an opportunity to go get the rifle, which might be what I do. Because I don't have any great values right now, and I still need to increase my wanted level a little bit to get down to the cows to accelerate it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the 7 and we're going to take the 10 and we're going to drop the 2 over here. Don't believe I have a poker hand other than a pair of 6s. So, and we're going to use the 10 and turn it into a 9. I mean, I kind of want to. Normal me would want this space right here and gamble and start getting money and stuff through this space. Like, I like these gambling spaces, but I don't think we can afford to do that. I think we're just going to use a gold, pay for this rifle here. And yep, we're going to pay for the rifle, which is going to cost us 4 monies. And that's it. Nothing interesting is going to happen, but we need to be as successful as possible in all the Badlands stuff we do, because we're going to need the extra victory points to catch us up on all this stuff that we've been wasting time on. So that is it for the turn. So we have the guns. We're ready to go to the Badlands and take care of this law of the land. And yeah, so we are going to resolve our poker hand, which again, unfortunately, is not a lot. So we are going to be getting sorry. I need to like pause when I cough. It's like the worst thing to do while recording is just cough in everyone's ear. All right, I'm only getting 2 monies and 1 victory point. So we have not earned back what we need to earn back from playing Hold'em. And then we're gonna pan and work. And I also feel like for the first time, I only have 1 hammer. Usually I get a lot of pan and work stuff, but I did not this time. And then we are going to draw our sheriff card. Well, we already drew it. We're going to flip our sheriff card. And we don't want it to be an ace, 2, 3, or 4. And we got a queen. We'll take that. So we do not get arrested. So we don't have to pay or bribe. So we are good there. So we are going to move on. And then I used the lasso already. So I got to remember. There we go. Can't use that anymore for the rest of the game. I might have used it too early. I don't know, but it is what it is. All right, so we are going to shuffle everything up, shuffle it one more time to be safe, and we are going to do a sheriff card. Let's see if we can get better Hold'em hand this time. Not much better. And then we're going to start our first round, or first hand for round 2. All right, king, queen, 7. We can go to the trail again, get our last wanted level so that we can do cows. That might be worth doing. What I don't know is if there is a town space that we really want, because I can get a bonus town action with this and go anywhere. Probably chaining it back with one of these hard actions would make sense. There's only 1 hard action left. So maybe we do that. We get a free town action. We'll just grab this gold pan. Normally I would want the bandana. Maybe I still do want the bandana, but probably not. That will slow down our wanted level. Yeah, so we're going to do that, I think. We're going to... Actually, let's check our hand, actually. So if I go... Wait. Yeah, if I go to the trail and take the queen, I can get a 7, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. If I get an 8 and 9, I can get a straight, which is not the best, but not the worst. We'd at least get our... We'd be breaking even at this point. But I can also use the 7 too, and I could do a queen and go for spades. Flush is slightly better, but I have 2 of the cards for the straight already, so we're gonna do it this way and hope I'm not making... I feel like I get the straight a lot though, but I don't know. We're gonna hope that this works. There's an ad happening right there. I'm gonna hide for a second. All right. I use Playing Cards IO for this, and they throw ads out every like 30 minutes for their own service. So, all right. I think this is what we're going to do. I don't know if I like this plan, but it's the plan we have. So we are going to grab this to get a free town action. We're going to go here just to get a victory point, a pan. Give myself the pan, give myself the victory points. It costs 3 monies to do this, but we're going to make that money back. And then we're going to go back to the trail and we're going to grab this guy. This guy gives us 2, whoops, I don't want X's, I want circles. This guy gives us 5 victory points and 2 wanted, which gets us closer to what we're looking to do. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wanted. So we can now get a cow, which will let us get a stagecoach, which will let us get a train, and then we can decide if we want how crazy down the wanted level path we want to go. We'll probably lose some wanted, gain some wanted. Yeah, that's what we got going on right now. So we have to cancel this. We did all that. We did our bonus actions. All right, round 7. Ooh, we got a 7 and an 8. So if we get the 8, let's just do this now. Get it out of our system. The big problem we have is we want this 8 because this is a good Badlands action, but we want this 8 because this is a good poker hand. So if we don't go to the Badlands, we can just go to the mines. We are going to have to go down the mines at some point anyway. So we might as well start doing it now, because I think we're going to need the extra victory points from the mines by going down and getting the trail and the robbery. So yeah, I think we're just going to do that. I don't love it, but I do want this 8, 6, 7, 8. So we're just hoping to get a 9. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to go to the mines. We're going to use the 7, and then we're going to try to work our way like basically a direct shot down here, and then we'll blast over. I think that's what we're going to try to do. And then maybe grab this too if we need to. Don't know if that's going to work out in our favor, but it's what we're going to do. So that means we get the gold for that, and we get hammer. And that puts us to round 8. Got another 8. So had I taken... No, never mind. So none of this helps us for the poker hand, so we're going to see what we can do. I think we just do the 3-8 right now. I don't think we need to go to the town. Let's just double check. With the town, we could go here, or we could go here. The only potential good action with this is we can get a double town action out of it, which might not be too bad actually. And we can spend some of our monies for some extra victory points, and then hopefully make it all back. Is that what we want to do? 1, 2, 3. I think that's actually what we're gonna do. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to get a nice combo here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the town with the 8. We're gonna take the 3. I mean, taking the 8 wouldn't have been too bad, but we would have wanted to use the 8 either way, either by going to the Badlands or by going here. But we can't use the 8 yet. We could have done it like this, 8, 6, and the 6 would have gotten us a cow. But I think I'm gonna just be a little bit greedy, and I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing. Actually, but if I do the cow right now, do this cow gets us to 8 wanted. 8 wanted gets us to 11 wanted, and that gets us everything that we need. Nope, we're gonna be greedy. We're gonna go back to my greedy plan. We're gonna do it like this: 6, 8. We're gonna go here. We're gonna spend 6 money. Go across 3 and get 5 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spend the money to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to get us a bonus cemetery action. And we're going to take this one right here. Well, let's circle it. We're going to get a wanted. And then we're also going to get a free town action and a gold pan. So let's get the wanted. Let's get the gold pan. And then now we are going to try and leverage a Badlands action. And the way we're going to do that is we're actually going to grab this guy for free. And I don't know, we will just bet on... We haven't seen any jacks yet, so let's bet on jacks. And the reason why we're going to do that is because then we can use our... Is it the bullet? Once per game in town, when crossing on a building's bonus star, you may instead take the bonus action of any encircled building in that same row. So we're going to use this. Actually, chapter 2. Which one is it? This one? Okay. These cards are really small on my screen. And what that's going to let us do, going to let us take this as an action for free and get a free Badlands action of our choice. We don't get this bonus here. And then now we can take the cow, risk it for a little bit more money, and we have the +4. So as long as we get higher than a 7, whatever we draw, and then +4, we'll get all of these bonuses here. So let's do that. We're going to reveal a card. We got a 10, so even without the rifle, this 10 would have been great to have for like one of the harder ones, but it's fine. We draw in high cards for the hard ones, which means if history tells us anything, we're going to draw really low cards for these, but what can we do? So now we're going to get 2 more wanted, 4 victory points, and 5 money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So we have 9 wanted level now. So now we can jump down to the stagecoach if we need to. Now we do have to worry about the sheriff again, but I think we're just going to try to bribe the sheriff. So we need to make sure we have 14 money when the time comes. And we also can't be over 14 wanted when the time comes. So, and we still want a 9 out of these cards, and a jack would not be horrible either. We did not get our 9. Again, apologies for the coughing. We did get a ace 7, and we also got a king for the town, or a club for the town. So let's look at what our options are first. We can go to the trail and go anywhere that we want. Trail, we can grab this free diamond action, which can get us a free action of our choice here. Or we can get another hard action. Not get a lot of wanted. Do we want to do that? That would put us at 1, 2, 3. That would put us at 12 wanted. Pretty scary, because then we got all this wanted to deal with as well. And we're probably going to have to do it at some point, but I think we're just going to take this one. Well, we're not. That's if we take this space. I think we need to leave this space open. So my choices are: I can save this for the. I should have saved the lasso for this, but I didn't. I need to save this space open so I can lower my wanted when it's time. So I don't think we're gonna take the heart in this scenario. So it leaves us with the ace and 7 for town. We could again get a free mine action this way. Might be the way to go. Or we can actually just directly go here with the 7 and get this. But I think I want to do the mine path first. I think we're going to go to town with this. It also gives us redundancy in our poker hand, because now we have a pair of 7s. If we don't get the 9, at least we get some points, which is not what we want, but maybe we can get a 2 pair. But we want to get this straight. So hopefully we get the 9 on the next round. We're going to go to town. We're going to use the ace as the value. Probably not going to go back to the cemetery anymore anyway. So we're going to just we're basically going here for the free mine action. And then with the mine action, we're just going to get the free Badlands action and get a free gold. And then with the free Badlands action, we are going to go after the 9 coach. So now we got to see what we draw. Basically need a 5 or better. And our first fail. And do I have the card that helps me get out of this? I don't think so. We totally forgot about Bucky too. You know what? I would have used Bucky. Once per game, gain 2 for every trail site you skip on a turn. If you buy a horse at the stable. Yeah, I should have used this earlier. It would have been worth 4 points. Yeah, I'm just going to use it now because I'm an idiot. I thought that one got me, like, I forgot how this one worked. I thought this was for all the ones you skipped, like, you know, waiting to the end to use it, you get more, but it's just in one go. Hopefully I haven't misplayed that actually before. But yeah, we're just going to give myself the 4 gold. Kind of a retro take back action, but I did forget how that worked. And yeah, I have the wheelbarrow to use too. So I might actually want to go back to... This actually might have been really smart to have used in last time I went to the cemetery too. I could have had like 2 town actions and maybe done something weird with that, but yeah, too late. If I go back to the cemetery, I have to remember to use it. I also have to remember too, I have the stranger. Once per game, I may take a bonus action of my choice. So I could do something weird here, but let's see. Let's finish this bad news first. So I forget how this works. I get all of the wanted. So I'm going to get 3 wanted. And then I get half of the victory points and none of the money. So I still get 3 victory points. And I just get none of the money. And yeah. So now that I have the wanted, I could do something interesting. We're going to pretty much be guaranteed right now with my current setup to see the sheriff this turn. But if I get exactly one more wanted, gotta think this through. If I get exactly one more wanted right now, I can be at a place where I could get go after the king. Or maybe I just go after the queen right now, and then on my next turn, I try to go to the trail and lower my wanted. This is rough. I would have liked if I would have done the math here perfect to have 13 and just go after the king once. As I have the ability to double the money on a really high reward. I guess doubling an 8 it's a doubling a 6. It's not an 8. And knowing my luck too, I will lose. Let's see. If I go here, I can just get an additional 6. My thought process is getting one of these, like using my special ability right now to get this, so that I can maybe get this, I can get exactly 13, go after the king, maybe get lucky, probably not get lucky, and then try to double up on either this one and this one for the extra money. That's the goal here. But we only need one of these to win. Or I could go after this right now, but I kind of want to get the cemetery thing now because I have the wheelbarrow. And with the wheelbarrow, I can get an extra mine action, which is going to be very important. There's so many ways to do this. Just wondering if doing it now is maybe I should draw the cards first. How is this worded? Where is it? Once per game, you may take a bonus action. So I think I could do that like at any time, right? Like I can reveal my cards and then take the bonus action before I use them. I don't know. Don't actually know. Part of my gut's saying I should use the bonus action now, but maybe I should just see what I draw. I'm going to use the bonus action now. This is a horrible idea. I probably been doing this too early. But my mind's really stuck on getting exactly 13 wanted. So we're just going to go after the chicken. We're going to use our special ability now. We're guaranteed to get it no matter what we draw. Let's see what we draw. I guess it's pretty good I didn't go after the bigger one then, because we would have failed that spectacular. So now we have exactly 13 wanted. We can go after it round 11 and then try to lower the wanted so we don't have to pay again. All right, so what do I get? I get 1 wanted, and then I get 2 stars, and then I get 3 monies. Got a lot of money right now, but we're gonna have to pay 14 to bribe the sheriff. All right, I don't know if that was a smart play. I feel like maybe I could have waited to do it, but got a 2, got the jack, and another 2. So we did not get our 9 for the poker hand. So this is our worst poker hand game so far, for sure. Normally we make back our 5 points like by round, usually in the first round. Usually we get like a flush or something, so unfortunate. But we do get a jack, and since we bet on a jack, I could take the money. I could lower, that's kind of interesting. I can lower my wanted by 2. And I have, puts me right back to where I was, kind of. I mean, I guess we do it, right? Get that graveyard bonus. Get a couple extra victory points. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's what we're gonna do. I took that special action for no reason. Well, maybe not for no reason, but I'm gonna lower my wanted by 2, and then with my cards, I'm going to just go to the Badlands with the 2. Suit does not matter. Yeah, go to the Badlands with the 2. We're gonna get this chicken. Whatever I draw, I will succeed with the chicken, which means I'm going to get 1 wanted back, so I'm back to 12. So if I get a king for the sheriff card, then I weirdly won't have to pay, but I doubt that will happen. But I do get 2 victory points and 1 money. But now I do get this bonus cemetery, action and I think we'll take the money. Oh wait, no, I get my wanted level goes back up to 13, so I am back to where I wanted to be. And I think I'm going to try to get these two cemeteries. I don't know if I have any more bonus cemetery actions to actually get one, so I don't know how I'm going to get the other one unless I just pass a full turn. But then if I do that, I'll get 2 victory points, and then I can also get the double mine action. I can actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to grab the 2 victory points now. Why can't I see my thing? Oh, there we go. I'd rather get the victory points than the 4 money. 1, 2. And then I do get a wanted. So I should be at 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm guaranteed to have to pay off the sheriff. But that means next turn I can go for the king. And if I just need to get real lucky with the king to get that double money bonus. Maybe I'm going too hard after the money bonus. I don't know. But that puts me in a scenario now. If I go back to the cemetery one more time, I can get a double mine action that will help us get down to the bottom so that we can get the trail and the Badlands and maybe even the mine. And then I can lower my wanted level. And I don't know, maybe I can do everything I want to do in 5 turns and maybe get a decent score out of this. I don't really know. But that is it for my turn. We have 5 turns left. We are going to resolve our poker hand, and unfortunately it's just a pair of 7s. 6, 7, 8. We needed a 9 for the 10, but we did not get it. So we unfortunately just get a measly 2 coins and 1 victory point again. Very sad for us. Then we pen and work, so we get a little bit from both there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. We got 2 pens and two hammers. And then we reveal our sheriff card, and no matter what it is, we're gonna have to bribe the sheriff. It's a 9, so we do have to get rid of a lot of money now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 money we had to get rid of for that. Could have gotten rid of the victory points, but we need the victory points. So we're supposed to get 70, and we're only at 25, and we only have 5 turns left. So I'm not sure how we're going to get there, but maybe if we get a lot of money, that'll be enough to push us over. I don't know. We used our special power, and we really only have these 3 cards left that will help us. So we're going to recall and shuffle. Give ourselves a sheriff card. We need, if we could get a royal flush, that would probably save it. I'm not going to get a royal flush, but maybe we could get a straight flush or flush. All right, first turn. All right, let's do that. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I do know what I'm going to do with these. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. All right, let's see. Right now I have 13 wanted. If I use this as a 10, I'm going to have a lot more wanted. Or I could spend 3 gold and just go after the king right now, which I think is what we're going to do. Don't want to do it this way, but I don't see any other easy way of doing it. If I spend 2 gold and turn this into a club, none of my values get me a free Badlands action. I need a 7 or a king. I'd still have to use a lot of gold to change it. If I change it to a heart, I can't do anything there. I could change it to, I could go to the graveyard now and get a double mine action, but I would have to go this way then. It's not ideal, but then this would get me a spade, then I can get the king, and that sets me up to, in a couple turns, do this, and then I can get a free mine action up here. But I feel like that wastes a space, because this space doesn't really do too much for me. We need to like bust our way down here real fast and get these for victory points. So I think I'm just going to use the 3 gold, unfortunately, and hope I don't regret that decision later. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn that 10 into a king. Do I want to go after the king? Maybe I did all this work. Go after the king. I think I have to do it. I got to go with my gamble instincts here. I could use less gold and go for one of these just to get it over with. Maybe I have a better shot, but I really want to double up and get 20 coins, but I'm probably going to miss. I missed on this one. I'm probably going to miss on this one, but we have a +4. I think we just do it. We're just going to spend the gold. We're going to get the 4 wanted, give ourselves the 4 wanted right now. This way we can start getting rid of the wanted right after. Then we see if we are a good robber. So this is our robbery card. Queen. All right, that's actually really good. We get +4 to that. This is the first time I've ever actually succeeded. I don't know. And then we're going to use this to, once we're game, double cash gain in the Badlands. We've buy. So we're going to definitely use that right now. So we're going to get 20 coins. Seems like that's great for us, but I mean, I don't know how real great that actually is. I mean, it pays for the sheriff if we get it far enough down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It might be the first time we ever max out our cash here. And then 8. Is it 8? 8 victory points is important for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I kind of want to go after these guys too, but I don't know if I'm going to get lucky. But these 8 victory point swings are pretty important. All right, anyway, we got 4 turns left. Let's see how it plays out. We got 3 clubs. We can get another club right now. And then we have a 9 and an 8. An 8 gets us a free town action. What can a free town action do for us? Free town action can let us lower our wanted level quite a bit. That might be the play. Or we could go all in on victory points and go for this. Or we can go all in on Badlands stuff and get a free this and get some victory points by going here. All of these look like good option cards. We could peek at the sheriff card and see how low we need to get things and get our mine action and get this all synergized. A lot of things we can do here. Oh wait, we can't get our free town action yet because we didn't do the 10 space. What am I talking about? I would have to do this one and I would have to do this one. We're not even close to a free town action. But 6 victory points would be pretty good. All right. What are our other options then? Our other options are we go to the trail and we pay 2 to go up the trail, or we go to the town and pay 2 or 1 to do something here. We can pay 2 to go here and just get this over with. All of these seem bad options. 8 or 9. Maybe we just get another 5 victory points. What's our total wanted right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We need to get this down. I don't want to have to pay. I mean, how many victory points is 18 gold? 18 gold is 4. It's only 4 victory points, 4.5 victory points actually. Okay, against my better judgment, I think we just go to the Badlands. I think we're going to bribe. I think we're going to try to just bribe the. I think we're just going to try and bribe the sheriff. So we have to get our wanted level low enough that we can pay. All right, so I have to do something weird here. Bear with me. I have to erase my game. I got this. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, I had to add more money spaces. I think we're going to need it. All right, so we are going to go to the Badlands here. We're going to gamble on this 8 space and hope for the best. So let's draw our card. There's our 9. We got all the 9s now this round. All right, so a 9 is a success for us. So we are going to get 3 more wanted. And then we're going to get 6 more victory points. And only 2 more gold, but we're on the next level of gold cracking here. And then that's it for the turn. So 3 more turns left to get everything I want to get done. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Not the greatest hand for us. All right, I think this is going to be our graveyard hand. Yeah, this is going to be our graveyard hand. So we are just going to keep, I guess we'll keep the 4 for a pair. We keep the 3 for a straight, but a pair gets us something at the end. Things go bad. We're going to go to the graveyard and we're going to do our double. Yeah, we're going to get another wanted here. Actually, I think I messed up. I don't get wanted. think I actually was supposed to ignore the last wanted because I forgot that I have this, and I don't think it's optional. So technically, I don't think it would have changed anything. I mean, it probably would have affected my decisions a tiny bit, but technically I should have one less wanted, and I don't give myself wanted for this. And then basically we're going to do a mine action, and then when we take this, we're going to use our wheelbarrow, which gives us a previously gained reward. Actually, we're going to take town action as our previously gained reward. That's what we're going to do. So first we'll take our town action, and we're going to grab this space, and this one has a mine action. So we're going to get 2 mine actions, but here I get to look at the sheriff card, so at least I know what I'm dealing with. And I can also lower my wanted level a tiny bit. So our sheriff is 8. So if I want to keep 4.5 points, I need to get my wanted level down to an 8. Or I could just take the victory point and not worry about it. But let's see. If I get rid of 2, let's see where we're at right now. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right. So we're getting 2 mine bonus actions, and we're just going to cut down here, and we're going to get a free. So let's give ourselves the gold for this. We're getting 2 free gold for this. 1, 2. We're getting back a wanted. We're getting a free trail action, which we're going to take this, and we're going to lose 6 wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wanted. We're going to get a bunch more wanted down here. We just have to get ourselves to 13 or 8. Those are our milestones. And then we get 3 victory points. I don't think I gave myself the 3 victory points. So let's do that. Hopefully I didn't. Otherwise I'm cheating right now. 1, 2, 3. And that is the whole turn. So we did a lot that turn, but we also only have 2 more turns to get a club, and also to get a mine action, and to also lower our wanted levels somehow a little bit. So 3 cards, no jacks. We did get a club, so I think we're going to immediately do this to guarantee a flush. Yeah. So we'll get another 5 victory points at the end, which is pretty good. It kind of covers the 5 points we're going to lose. And then now we're stuck with a bunch of spades, and if we want get a free mine action, we have to do Badlands twice, or I just pay 2 and do something else with this. We've pretty much exhausted most of our bonus actions. I don't love what I'm about to do, but I think we have to do it. I think I'm going to go to the graveyard with this, because the best I can do is get 4 victory points from a cow. That's it. If I go to the graveyard, oh, and also I use the wheelbarrow already too. So which one is the wheelbarrow? It's probably this one. Right. If I go to the graveyard, I can actually do this in a weirder way. How many victory points can I get from the mine? Let's see. From the trail, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8. And from the Badlands, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I can get all 3 of these. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all 3 of these. Yeah, but I don't really actually have a choice in how I do this, I don't think. If I want to get the free Badlands town action, which gives us some like weird things to do, like I can lower my wanted that way, I would need to spend I would have to spend all of my gold, which I don't mind doing, but it is very risky because that means next turn I have to get a high card and a heart to get this, or I have to get a high card and a diamond, because I'll have no gold left. But if I do that, I get potentially an extra 6 victory points plus some money. I could raise my wanted by 3, but then I could go over here and lower it by 8. And then that would put me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minus 8 gets me below. I mean, that gets me pretty low. It doesn't get me where I need to be, though. If I get a jack on the next card draw, I could potentially get the 8. Question is, will I get the cards I need the next round I would need like a high card and a heart, or a high card and a diamond to do what I need to do. Is that worth the risk? I don't know. I feel like I gotta do it. I feel like I gotta take a gamble if I'm gonna get all these points. So with the cards I have, I'm gonna go to the Badlands with a 5. And the other thing is I risk, I could take the 8, spend less gold, but then I risk not getting a club. But if I do that, I only need what, 2 golds? Man, this is very risky. I really don't like doing that because I've been really unlucky with my poker hands, but I think I need to save the golds. 5 does nothing for me, right? Does an ace do anything for me? An ace, okay, ace gives me 2 at 2 pair. So a 2 pair gets me 2 victory points at least. I think I'm gonna do it this way and hope for the best. I don't know. This is an agonizing scenario for me. But with an 8, I just need to spend 2 gold. With 3 gold, I think I can make what I need to have happen next turn happen. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this is the way we're gonna have to do it. All right, so we're gonna spend 2 gold. All right, my brain is going all over the place. We're gonna go after this. We need a 10 or higher. We're gonna get 3 wanted, definitely. So let's do that now. And we need something high. Okay, king's really high, so we'll take that. So we succeed, but we're gonna get the 7 monies and the 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 monies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably should be calculating how much victory points that money is, but I don't know if I'm gonna have to spend it down yet. So that gets us a bonus town action, which is why we did all this. And then I think we're just going to go here, get the 1 victory point, and then we're going to lower our wanted by 8. So now we got to spend all that money we just made. So maybe we're breaking out even actually on this. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To get rid of 8 wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at 7, but we're going to get at least 3 more wanted if we do what we want to do. You put our poker hand at risk. I don't know, just flip the cards and see. We need either a high, we need at least 1 high card, at least a queen or a king, and then we need a heart. Or as long as we have a high card, we could then change any suit to another suit to be able to guarantee the trail to get the combo that we want. And then I mean, actually, I just realized too, we could guarantee it with the graveyard. Actually, I did all this work, and then I have this sitting here right here. So I'm actually, no matter what I draw, I can get into the mines to use the dynamite this turn. I can't get any extra bonuses though because I don't have this. But yeah, so I did all that stress math just to realize I had a way to do it. But it's fine. Let's see what we get. And then if we get a jack, we can lower a wanted, and then maybe I have a shot at getting to 8 too. I don't know. Let's see. So we got a high card, and it's a mine card. We got a high card. Okay. We got a jack, and we got a club. Okay. That's the best outcome. We got a jack, which means we can lower. We gambled on the jacks right there, which means we can lower a wanted by 2. I actually don't know if it's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have exactly 8, and if we equal the sheriff, we don't get arrested. So we're gonna get to keep our 18 monies, I think. So I could just use the cards, or I could go to the cemetery. Either works. The cemetery looks cooler, so we're just gonna use these cards as a cemetery card. I don't get the wanted. Somehow that cemetery worker that we got there is coming in key, but doing it this way means I don't have to spend the gold to do it with the cards. I could have done it with the cards too. But that means we get to go here. We're going to get the free bonus action. We're going to come down here. We're going to get the trail. And then we're going to use the dynamite to get the robbery, which means we get these, which should be a lot of victory points at the end. Then it would have been nice to get this too, but we don't have enough actions, and we also then would lose all the money, and it kind of like, I know we probably would get more victory points out of this if we could make it happen than the money savings, but I don't know. This is the best we can do. So I don't know if it's going to be enough to get 70 points, but it should be with all that money, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, there was a little bit of asterisk on this because I did have to erase one wanted earlier because I'm pretty sure I had cheated myself with this earlier, and I don't really know. I'd have to like go rewind it and check, but you know, sometimes that math just works out exactly. And yeah. All right. So that is it. That is all of our turns. So we are now going to resolve our poker hand. We actually have a poker hand this time. We have 5 clubs, ace, king, jack. So almost a royal flush there, but we did not get that, but we'll take a flush. So whoops. I'm going to mark down this one. So I'm going to get 6 more monies and 5 more victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to pen and work. So another 4, another 2. We're going to get at least 2 victory points out of the gold. And then the sheriff's going to attempt the rest. We know that the sheriff's an 8. We have 8 wanted. And again, if my rule memories are correct, if it's equal to or greater, I'm not arrested. So I'm not arrested, so I don't have to pay him the 18 monies. So now we calculate everything, and we just barely earned 2 victory points over what the hold'em cost would be. So all right, so first we're going to calculate the money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got like a perfect number there. And then we get an extra 2 points from our gold. And then our stars, we only have the stars from the mine. So let's do our pink for calculations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. There we go. And then we have what we got here showing. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 54. All right, let's do our math. 16 plus 14 is 30. So we have 84. I think we're 1 point away. I don't remember what the scoring is. I think we need 85, right? We need 85 for the 2 legendary points. Could I have squeezed out 1 more point somehow? Probably. Did I shaft myself 1 point somewhere? Probably. But it is what it is. If my math is correct, 54 plus 16 plus 2 plus 12 is 84, right? 20, that's 30, plus 54 is 84. So the poker hands is what did it for me. That if I would have had 1 better poker hand with 1 more point, I would have been pitched over 85. Possibly a better action might have been to take this up here instead of trying to save my wanted level by going over here. 6 points is better than 4.5, and I probably could have done something here where I could have gotten 6 points pretty easily. This also would have been an extra point from going to the trail for the mine thing. Yeah, there's probably a couple other ways I could have got 1 extra point too. These would have been 5. I could have got 5 here. So this is, I think I was zoomed up on the wrong part. Sorry. Yeah, so this is one way. This would have been worth 5. I could have also just got points from my money instead. That might have also been a better way to do it. I could have, instead of lowering my wanted level, I could have went down here and maybe just paid this to get like more value out of my points. Would have been an extra 8 victory points by doing that. That probably would have been smart, plus the 1. So I think there's some plays I could have done to get to 85, but I didn't do it. Just thinking out loud, of how I could have done it. The last thing I could have done too is just taken No, that would have actually, I needed the two. The jack actually helped me there. That actually was worth like the points. Yep, I don't know. These are all smarter decisions in retrospect. I might not have even had to lower the 6 here. Probably could have skipped it, but it is what it is. Anyway, now we gotta put the hashtag. I almost forgot to do it. See? So today's winning comment, if you would like a free potential print and play version of Fliptown, I've gotten permission from the designer to give them away. I don't know if you would get the lone gun expansion with it. I do have to ask, but even if you don't, the print and play, you can just literally print out the board, play with a set of cards, and you technically don't really need to print any of the other cards as cards, like any of these cards, like the roll cards that you normally would get for the game, or the cowbots, or any of that. You know, you can just use a randomizer to do some of it, or you could just like say, I'm playing with this one, or just cut them out and kind of use them, because you don't use them as cards. So the print and play itself is just definitely worth it. And I don't know, support, what is it, Right Stuff Games? I probably should know this since I've been playing their stuff for a while. I think it's Right Stuff Games, but the designer of this deserves your money. So you can then just go to their site, or I think it might be on PNP Arcade too, and get the lone gun. So anyway, without further ado, comments. This is going to be very, hey, why is this not working? Why can't I write? What's happening? There we go. Let's try this again. Something weird's happening. Can I make this big? There you go. Hashtag, of course, why is that not dark? Hashtag Fliptown. Very simple. And then for each one, I might do hashtag Fliptown again, or I might pick something different. But this has to be in the comments in order for me to run the script. So just make sure inside your comment, you put hashtag Fliptown somewhere. Choosing Fliptown this way, I don't know, they get a little bit more traction on YouTube. Fliptown's cool, Fliptown's fun. Hopefully they're working on a sequel or a game similar to this in the future. I like what they do. I've liked what they've done so far with the game. Probably should color this in a little bit. Now I'm just having fun for no reason. But anyway, I'm wakasm. Been another solo playthrough. I want to stop coughing. Today actually was not as bad coughing wise, but it comes and goes. I can't control it. Hopefully one day I can be without coughing and I can get back to a more normal schedule. But this is the best I've felt in like 2 weeks. So maybe it's just going to go away on its own. I don't know, but it feels like it's a permanent thing because, yeah, now I'm just talking about nothing. So anyway, once again, as a reminder, also just want to thank my lost the script. Where are you guys? Guess I can only do it here. There we go. Can only do it here, apparently. Special thanks to my patrons, Sloth Bear, Kumagoro. If you want to support me, you can go to my Patreon, throw $1 or $2 to the coffer. Every little bit helps. The more support I get, the more plays I can do, the more things I can do. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, but having a full-time job, being a parent, it is hard to do it without the support. So until that status ever changes, I will be doing this as a hobby, and everyone who wants the support, I appreciate it. I don't expect it, honestly. Again, there are other YouTubers out there that do much cooler long-form content, and I keep saying I want to do streaming and reviews, but then I haven't quite found the time to do it yet. So one day, hopefully I'll get there. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Also, I'll be playing Fliptown again soon.